My name is Pip Sabrowan. I'm originally from Southern Illinois area, just outside of St. Louis, and we came out to Washington about a decade ago. So yeah, I came out here about a decade ago. I got an opportunity to move out here for work. Never really felt like being in the Midwest was where I was going to live my whole life. So when I got that opportunity, it was like, all right, time to go. And yeah, we've been out here ever since, working in coffee. And then not too long ago, I started on a journey in a graduate program for counseling and drama therapy. So working with using the tools of theater to help people overcome their challenges is something that is very special to me.
Really cool.
Yeah. Or take your meds.
Okay, are there coins in here?
No.
I need some coins.
No, you don't.
Aphrodite.
You just need your meds.
Well, if you swallow them, you can get some chocolate after.
Are there chocolate coins?
All right. No. We'll talk to you. I know.
I think we might be seeing
name's Alicia. I'm, I've born and raised in Washington, so I have 3 children, and they're adults and living their own lives now. So I get to pursue all of my passions and things that I love to do. I'm a nurse by day, and then on my off hours, I get to do all of these amazing things with my church, and I get to pursue my passion of the arts. When I was a young girl, I loved singing and dancing, but I did it in the shadows.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to be in front of anybody. I was always in the back of the choir, I didn't want anyone to see me. But I started to realize that my life's purpose was to step out of that.
Yeah.
And to find myself and to follow my joy and follow my passions, and so the church is able to do that through the Spring Mysteries.
I don't like that. Why don't we focus on taking drugs?
And
What is that?
I want to be home, but I'm
You're never too old.
Oh my God, I am delicious.
Yes. You horny long time.
Oh, okay, so this is the anti-Aquarian. Still living.
I don't know. What time
Why
of
don't
year?
we have,
What's your name? What's your name?
Demeter.
I don't know if these people are
How long have you been practicing the craft? How did you come to it?
It kind of snuck into my life because my spouse is very much like the witch in the family. But I think when you're in an intimate relationship with somebody, like those things they either become a boundary between you or that starts to melt a little bit. And so I would say
I was married
probably.
to a Darren. So it lasted for all of 5. The relationship lasted all of 5.5 years.
Yeah, and it's like, I think that there are things that, to get a little bit like neuroscience-y here, we have an old brain and a new brain. And I think that the craft is very much centered in the old brain, and then our modern world is very much in the new brain. So there are a lot of things that like those myths, those analogies, those metaphors, those understanding and that meaning-making part happens in a deeper part of the brain. And that's where I think the craft can be a beautiful place to explore, because to some extent there's history and there's structure, and in other places it's very much like a build your own universe, make your own meaning, and it's a nice balance of both. So I think it was about 7-8 years ago that I started going to a few rituals with Tasha, and then helped like build some stuff for a couple big rituals. And it was that kind of like ritual participation that really brought me into it.
Probably about 10 years. And I was just eclectic. I just loved herbs and crystals, and I didn't realize any particular one path.
Right.
And then as I read more and explored what I liked and disliked, I found a kind of a group of people. So that's kind of how I became Wiccan. So, but I started out about 10 years ago, kind of going, wow, this stuff really makes sense to me.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
How many years have you been taking part in festivals? Pagan festivals in general, witch festivals in general, and HEKA-TEA Sickle and Spring Mysteries specific?
All right.
Center. That was a good day. Everybody begin well. Breathe into your space. And as you take long, deep breaths, you become more and more centered in here and now. And the outside world fades away. You come to know that silvery, misty space that this morning was.
I think it's about 8 or so years that I've been doing stuff in a general sense, and then this is my 5th year with the mysteries. The first time I attended was the last year that it was online, and then the first time I went to Graders was its first time back in person, and then I've been on cast the last 3 years.
I think I've been going to festivals probably for 6 or 7 years. I love anything that kind of lets you explore who you are and learn new things. I love learning and meeting people. People are amazing.
I love
Yeah,
meeting people,
right.
yeah.
So I'll just sit down and just talk to people and learn everything about them. So when I went to a metaphysical shop and I kept going for classes, and someone that is on cast this year, he was there and he's like, you should really get tickets to this thing called Spring Mysteries. And I was like, really? He's like, yeah. And I looked into it, and that was 3 years ago or 4 years ago. And I went and loved it. And then I participated in my next year. So three years as a temple dancer. And that, of course, made me connect with who I am as, just a sacred feminine person, and really be okay with my body, and be okay with being seen. I think as a temple dancer, I don't have to speak, I don't have to say anything, but I can just be there, in the energy, and get over my fright of being seen. And then it sort of, came into everything else. But to answer your question, 3 years, and
you answered it beautifully. You don't need to. Don't ever worry about. You can answer however detailed or not as you want. But I love it. So.
It was just someone saying, you should go, and I didn't even know what I was getting into.
You can see the mosaic in the bottom. Is it the same or is it different? The water is flowing. You feel the freshness of the air around you as the city feels itself. The water is so beautiful and fresh and clean and magical.
I think sometimes, at least for me, growing up in a Christian world and everything, expect a lot of things to feel like lightning strikes.
Right.
And so few things actually do.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot more subtle and nuanced than a lot of people realize.
Right.
Where sometimes it's not until after the fact that you go, oh, there were signs.
Right.
I was at a conference and I was attending several different conversations about grief and how to incorporate that into drama therapy, and becoming a little bit more pulled into that world and a little bit more about existentialism. And then a couple months later, it was, you're going to be the vessel of Hades. And so it was yes, there are signs.
Yeah.
And I think that when you get deeper into the craft, when you start really working with a deity as a vessel, you become more attuned to those signs, and you become more aware of those little pieces that are out there in the universe. And exactly. And that, the meaning is really kind of that, nudge from the universe and from the community to explore this energy and really immerse yourself in it, and immerse yourself with it to see what knowledge is there that maybe you haven't given enough weight to yet, or that is going to be recontextualized through this experience.
Sorry.
Y'all remember to write down your meditations while you're not on stage.
You ready, Mary? Hear ye, citizens of Eleusis, make way for the oracle. Follow to the shrine to hear the holy words of Apollo's priestess. Citizens, make way. Behold the splendor of Apollo, the holy sun who shall guide us through the mysteries. Come, follow us. We will lead you to the awakening sun. Hear the words of his priestess.
Hail Apollo, protector and patron, beloved and pure, blessed and holy. Hail Apollo, the secrets of the cosmos are known to.
Please, Mary.
So I can do the list today.
Yes, ma'am.
If you want to come up with stuff off the top of your head, or you want to do the list today, either one.
No, do the list. Yeah.
Know thyself, and to thine own self be true. Everyone dies, yet you live as though you will live forever.
That
was good.
Sadness and depression mean a separation of yourself from your purpose. Birth and death, creation and destruction, love, fear, two sides of the same coin. Time and bitterness foster distance and cruelty, poisoning your soul. Communication leads to forgiveness, understanding, and opening of the heart. Extremes bring pain. Nothing to assess. Balance is the key. How long must longing exist before change causes you to take action? When the tower falls, be prepared to face the darkness.
I have thought about that question a lot. So it's January. So I found out that I was a vessel for the first time at the end of HEKA-TEA sickle. The Heckle Festival, yes. And that was what? So she's laughing too. She thinks it's funny too. The beginning of November, right? So it hasn't been very long, and I realized the magic of it is that she's been preparing me for quite some time, and you know, she already knows, you know, the plan way before I know the plan, and so you know, they say that Aphrodite is, you know, plays chess, right, with Athena and sees everything in her mirror, and she's all about love, and she's all about how can I get the most love out of everything. And I feel like, you know, she's been preparing me for my whole life to be where I am. And I think magically and personally that's awe-striking. You know, it brings me to this humble place where I feel honored, and like this is probably the most sacred thing I could ever do in my life, you know, where my whole life is led into this. And I take this so seriously to where it's fun and it's exciting, but it's also, she reminds me every day that this is magical. She'll put little Easter eggs, like a video game, in my life, you know, where she's walking in my life, where she'll say, well, you're also kind of walking in the God's life too, because she'll have these little synchronicities that only I would know, that are so incredible that you just can't explain to anyone because they would think you were crazy. And only another witch or someone else would understand.
Deific download,
yes.
sacred synchronicity.
And I'll wake up in the middle of the night, or I'll just in the middle of the day, I'll see something and I'll know something, and it'll be impossible. And I will just know that it is true and it is real.
Mary, I don't have the script in front of me, but wow, that was really, that was good. Yes, that was touching. Well done, Mary. All right. I'm gonna put some of this. Thank you.
Pilgrims, welcome to Eleusis. Before we begin the mysteries, are there any pilgrims present who did not attend the Holiday Mistai yesterday? Please come up, get a pig, and cast it into the bowl of salted water so that you may be purified and prepared to meet the gods. If you imbibed in alcohol last night, please come forth and be purified once again.
Oh, I like that.
There's some kind of Harris dance right here, right?
He just comes up.
No.
War dance.
War dance.
Yeah.
I'm an Amazon. He's gonna say that.
You again, Aries?
Have you seen the state of the world? There is war out there. I am busy. It is my will that those in power over others, whether it be due to public office, wealth, employment, or parents, know their power and wield it with kindness and forethought, providing an environment for love, growth, and happiness to flourish among those in their charge. It is my will that all of you under the care of others are protected, loved, and know your worth.
Now that we have all been purified, it is time to receive the messages of the gods. Remember, what you see and experience here is the will of the gods, and it will change you if you allow it.
You are the pilgrims of Eleusis. May your hearts and minds be open as you bear witness to the rites of the mysteries for the first time, as they have always been and always will be.
Earth rolls and cracks and groans. Even the tyrant of the Silent Kingdom, world underworld, feared that the splitting earth would send a shaft of daylight and terror down to the shades below.
As if to save his dark, unhappy kingdom, he traveled upward into Sicily, mounted behind his charging flint-black horses.
When he discovered Earth's foundations firm, his mind grew quiet, and as he made his rounds, Aphrodite of Eryx in her mountain temple looked down and saw his rapid wanderings.
Woohoo! Good job,
Yes.
Your shrine is nice this year. I do not remember it being so comfortable in the past. It is good to see your sister happy. It is rare these days. She is radiant this morning.
Yes, Demeter is a husband, does she not? I enjoy her lushness. I don't always often get to sleep.
But like you were sleeping.
Okay, how about you? I see you enjoyed some company of nymphs last night.
Hera does love the nymphs.
Hello, brothers. It is Demeter's yearly festival. I've come to pay my respects. I'll leave these gifts for Demeter right here. Can you please see that she gets them? The dead never sleep. I must be on my way.
Hey, stay a while. Conversation is just getting good. The sign was about to tell us about his night with Demeter.
Yes, except now that you are here, let's talk about you. You have a vast, rich kingdom. You have plenty of staff, enough to look over everything. Stay with us. The people brought beer for me.
Remember when you used to be cool?
First of all,
Hold on, wait, he's got a little bit more there.
okay.
Remember when you used to be cool? They are right. Money changes people. Not me though. I'm still cool.
First off, I was never cool. And secondly, you are a dork in fancy clothing.
A dork.
Tell me a joke.
What do Greek citizens wear on
Wait,
their
hold
feet?
on. I want you to. Yeah, take a second.
What do Greek citizens wear on their feet? Tennis shoes? It just needs a little more.
It has been a lot about acceptance and just accepting that, the world is worlding and people are living in the ways that they're living. And sometimes you want to get sometimes I want to get really angry or upset. And then there's this energy of acceptance that comes in with just like, this is the mechanisms of how things play out. And if it wasn't this way, then it couldn't be any other way, which is sometimes really unsatisfying, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
But not everything's going to be satisfying.
No.
and sometimes we just have to accept that and let both things be true. Like, there aren't necessarily stages and process to grief. We don't necessarily purge everything and start living a new life. Both things exist at the same time. Those that we love, that we've lost, are always with us. There's a piece of them. Our memories are that piece of them. Our love is that piece of them. And that gets to coexist with the life that you have to learn to build without them.
Dork.
Okay, I want you to look. Am I a dork? Like, I just. Am I a dork? Yeah.
Am I a dork?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad to see you.
I want you to, when he says that, I just want you to. It's real good to see.
One more time.
Am I a dork?
It's good to see you in such great spirits. Well, brothers, I will leave you to earth, sea, sky, and bountiful offering judgment. I have a relic, therefore.
A good idea. A pub like that air is so refreshing. I'm going to enjoy it. Good day, brother. I bid you enjoy the festival.
It's awe-striking. And then also she enhances things like I'm also in school in the seminary, and I'll be doing a tarot reading, and she will just come through me as the vessel of Aphrodite, and she'll just speak. And I won't really realize that she's speaking because it's not like I am the voice of Aphrodite,
Right.
but what she says, they will say, oh my gosh, that's exactly what I needed to hear in that moment.
Mother Zeus, hello. It is a beautiful festival day for Mother, is it not?
Hello, Sandra. My flower bud, a little ray of sunshine. Say, what games do the Greek gods play?
No. What?
Hydra and go seek. Capture the Minotaur? Medusa says.
Are you workshopping your jokes while you are telling it to me? Come on. We've talked about the bad dad jokes.
Seriously though, how are you enjoying the festival?
I am enjoying seeing Mother be so happy and helping her. The pageantry songs and dances are fun. I only wish I had any time at all to myself. There are so many fun things to do, and I am working through all of it. Father, what is it like to be allowed to do whatever you want?
I don't think anybody gets to do whatever they want. My life is full of obligations and responsibilities. Honey, being a goddess of flowers is a blessing. It's easy, fun, and carefree.
Are you telling me Hera dictates your schedule all day, every day?
Point taken. I have an idea. Why not come up with me to Olympus? We can work on teaching the nuts and bolts of leadership, and I will make sure you have plenty of time off to become a young goddess. Maybe go on a date or something. We have great parties on Olympus.
Do you think Mother will let me go to the parties on Olympus? She will not even let me go to the parties on Eleusis. She sends nymphs to spy on me, even when I am with Artemis. See?
Oh dear, I will have to talk to her about that after the festival. I do not want to ruin her flow, and really, it is a civil matter. It only takes a thought to get from there and back here.
I see the moon and the mercy queen down from the leaves of a walnut tree. Please let the moon that shines on me shine on the one I love. Over the mountains and over the sea, back where my heart is longing to be. Please let the moon that shines on me shine on the one I love. Hello, Zeus. How are you today?
Wonderful. What a lovely festival, Demeter. I was just heading back to my shrine when I ran into Corey. I am delighted to see her growing into such a strong and powerful goddess. I am hoping to see more of her in the future. Maybe the two of you can come out for dinner after the festival.
Oh, that would be lovely.
See you too soon.
Well, that was an unexpected surprise and blessing. But now let's get back focused on our work. And look, Amy's your cousin. Corey, this area could use some assistance. Do you agree?
I don't know. It looks as if you haven't heard that, Mother.
Now, Corey, I know you don't get to see your father very often, but if we focus now, we can get all this work done by the evening. Just take a deep breath and look deeper. Take a moment, and then tell me what you see.
I see dirt, trees, bushes, sky. Hey, speaking of sky, what is Olympus like?
You have been speaking with your father. Is this why you're not able to focus today? All right, Corey, I understand. You are young, and you have not lived life like the rest of the gods. But in my experience, Olympus is filled with confusion and conflicts, and I just don't want you to face those choices any sooner than you have to. I see that you would like to experience Olympus, and I will take you after festival. Is there anything I can do for you today that would make this easier for you?
Is it gonna be like last time you took me to Olympus? Mother, going to Father's house for dinner does not count.
I have to go to Flower Club.
I will actually take you this time. I will arrange a tour.
Going to HEKA-TEA's does not count either.
Well, we will figure it out. So let's finish the work that we started. Yes, of course, Mother. Here, let me help center yourself. It is wonderful to create. However, you need to nurture your creations. You are a caretaker of the earth, and it is important for you to know what those in your care actually need. Close your eyes and focus on your other senses. Breathe deeply, in and out. Inhale, and let each life speak to you, taking you deep within as you exhale. Now reach out with your energy. What do they need? Each life of earth, plant, animal, and mineral has a plan and a desire to fulfill that purpose. How can you make it easier for them to accomplish their goals? Take a deep breath and open your eyes. Kore, what do you sense?
Seeds cannot bloom because the earth is too tight. It is suffocating the poor things, and they cannot bloom. They have some room to breathe. We will them.
Excellent deduction, sweetheart. We can start right here.
Mother, why do we do this?
Do what, Kore?
This. Tend the earth. Why do we do it?
To maintain the proper balance for all living things, dear. You know that. Even when we are at celebration in our honor, this work is too important to neglect.
I do know that, but it just seems like an endless cycle of plant and tend and plant and tend with nothing ever changing or going anywhere. Why do we do it? Who gave us this responsibility? And when does it end?
End? Dear, we are immortal. We do not, by our very definition, we do not end. And neither does our sacred work. We keep everyone alive. Without us, the entire population of the earth would die. Plants, animals, everything. This is the way it has always been and always will be. Kore, where are you getting such notions?
So even though this patch has been decimated by animals, I will make more. And then the animals will eat more, and then I will make more forever. Why? And the mortals gobble up food resources faster than any other animal on the planet. Why do we not hold them accountable for their own survival?
Kore, they cannot survive if we do not make the food. Without us, they will die. Earth will be without life.
Why me, though? Why am I the one doing this? Why is it my job to grow the flowers? Aphrodite has flower magic. HEKA-TEA can grow herbs. You make the food. What do the rest of you have? What do I have to offer that the rest of you do not have?
I think you misunderstand what your aunt meant by flower magic. Where is all this coming from? We were having a pleasant time.
Were we? Were we having a pleasant time? The question why popped into my head. And the more I thought about it, the less it made sense. And the less it made sense, the more I wanted to know why. Why me? Why do I have to make the flowers grow when it no longer brings me joy? Is there nothing else for me? Anything else?
Oh, my darling.
I think that needs to be, she just cried at you. Like, oh my daughter, like, I know you've got more, if your daughter were crying, I'd just know Namir.
I'll have more sadness for you whenever I'm not recovering. I promise. Okay. It takes a lot of energy to have feelings.
Yeah, because you legitimately don't want her feeling bad,
Yeah.
you know?
I know, I just feel like like I'm just going in, oh my darling, I hear you, and then I go, you're bored, which feels like, yeah, anyway.
You don't get it, Ma!
No, please, I want to see your vision, please do.
Why do I have to make the flowers when it has stopped bringing me joy? Is there nothing else? Anything else?
Oh, my darling Kore. You are bored.
Yes.
I hear hear you. I know exactly what we need to do. We will create a whole new species after the festival. It'll be a fun project for us to do together. But for now, what we do is vitally important, and you're an essential part of that. Everything will be fine, Corey. I promise. Nothing has changed, and nothing will ever change. Now, you can go and find you can go and find Aries and practice your dancing. Ask him to teach you some new moves. I love your dancing. Thank you, Mother.
I love this, but I want. Okay, so when she's like, we'll create a whole new species, can you find a way to let the audience know that is not what you want? That she is completely missed the mark. Can we do it again from your board?
Yeah. Oh my darling, I hear you. You're bored. You are bored. And I know exactly what we need to do. We will create a whole new species after the festival. It'll be a fun project to do together. For now, know that what we do is vitally important, and you are an essential part of that. Everything will be fine, Corey. I promise. Nothing will change. Nothing has changed, and nothing will change. Now, go ahead and find Aries. Have him practice your dancing. And ask him to teach you some new moves. I love your dancing. Love you, Mother. Good job.
Holy maidens and their flowers. The holy maiden Corey, unchanging, perpetually a young lady, not allowed to grow into her true self. Yet, I see a different future. There is a part of existence that is not of my rule.
I see a different future, and then look at the audience, like not the eyebrow, but you know what I mean. And they but give us a look.
Yet I see another future. Yeah. But that is not part of my vision. Beyond the earth, sky, and sea, a place that is not touched by the Arabs.
We don't have a HEKA-TEA.
I don't have a HEKA-TEA.
I can read for HEKA-TEA.
She's sick?
She's sick. Yeah, she wrote it.
I can read for HEKA-TEA as well.
Okay, go ahead.
Sorry.
So.
Oh, Aphrodite. You are up to something. I feel it. My spidey senses are tingling. What in the world are you thinking? I saw you give Corey your rose to hold at the Holiday Mistai. That is a risky game you are playing.
What? I admit to nothing. You know Corey is no longer a child. It is well past time she move into my realm. I cannot be held responsible for the normal urges of an oppressed woman.
Oppressed? Demeanor is protective.
Overprotective.
You could talk to someone like me about your plans before you enact them on unsuspecting goddesses.
I have done nothing. I plead my eternal innocence. I am just here to catch her and ensure she lands softly into the arms of a lover.
Into the arms of the lover. That needs to be to the audience. Okay? So
into the arms of a lover.
So it's like, I'm just here to catch her. Should she fall into the arms of a lover? You get me?
Yeah.
Okay, try it like that.
I am just here to catch her and ensure she lands softly into the arms of a lover.
There you go.
You are too old to be this inappropriate.
How dare you impugn my beauty?
Okay, hold on. I got something to say here real fast. I think if she's gonna have you looking in the audience, this is awesome.
Okay.
I think you should continue to primp and wink and then she can be like, "You are too old to be this inappropriate." And then you can go, "How dare you impugn my beauty?"
Yeah.
Okay. Your line again, HEKA-TEA.
You are too old to be this inappropriate.
How dare you impugn my beauty? Frankly, I'm surprised you would make this about me. The girl is in distress.
Good deflection.
I will admit that Corey has been rather boisterous about her wants and desires during this event. You are not helping, though.
I think maybe I am.
I would offer to bring her to learn with me. However, she already knows every flowering herb better than anyone else I know.
What about her actions this weekend have screamed, teach me more about flowers? Corey is a fertility goddess. Maybe it's time, and maybe it is my place to help her.
If you are thinking of the Corey falling in love, then tell me exactly who do you have in mind?
Well, there is someone who is sad and needs cheering up. I was thinking maybe a flower would do the trick. Someone who is blue, lonely, resistant to change.
A bad god? Whoever can you be? You cannot be thinking of the Dark Lord.
Who better? It's perfect.
They say wisdom comes of age.
Can you lean forward, Dust Branson, when she does that? You go like, can you lean forward and be like, what the fuck did she just say? Okay.
Shall we talk about how you are actually older than time?
What makes old doom and gloom perfect for the child of flowers?
Well, if you would like my professional opinion, he has been alone since, well, forever. He's unchanging and stagnant for so long, he thinks he likes it. What better person to brighten his realm and lift his spirits than our Corey? She will no longer be seen as a child. She will be recognized as the woman that she is. He's handsome, rich, king, and you just know that romance is in there. I think they're perfect for each other.
I mean, it is a mystery cult, so I can't really say too much. But what I tell folks who are thinking about coming is that the reason it's a mystery is because whatever you experience, whatever meaning comes to you, whatever messages come to you are yours. So to prime the pump at all, to tell you what I've experienced, is to start to shape your experience. And the last thing that I want to do is shape that experience.
So
it will be surprising, it will be powerful.
So, hang on a second. You got a lot of words there. So you're standing here, and when you say she will be recognized for the woman that she is, come to the other side of the stage, right?
Okay.
And then talk about the man. He's rich. He's this. He's
Okay.
All right, try that.
Okay. So let's see. Well, if you want my professional analysis, he has been alone.
Stand here.
He has been alone since, well, forever. Unchanging, stagnant, so long he thinks he likes it. What better person to brighten his realm and lift his spirits than our Corey? She will no longer be seen as a child. She will be recognized for the woman that she is. He is handsome.
Okay, hang on.
Okay.
All right, so. Let's see.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
What better person to brighten his realm and lift the spirits than our Corey? She will no longer be seen as a child. She will be recognized for the woman that she is.
Oh.
He's handsome. He's rich. He's a king. Okay? So, like, you're over here standing beside her and you're talking about her.
Okay.
And then you get the whole audience involved. Walk off sexy.
Okay.
Right? And then you plead the case. Just try it.
Okay.
I want you to take it more space and feel more confident.
Okay.
You're doing this scene fantastic, and you're so beautiful, okay? You're just owning the room.
Okay.
So I'm trying to give you more.
What better person to brighten his realm and lift his spirits than our Corey? She will no longer be seen as a child. She will be recognized as the woman that she is. He is handsome, rich, a king, and I just know that romance is in there.
Yep. Go ahead, Mary.
I think they're perfect for each other.
I take back my statement about wisdom. Zeus, help me. I agree with you. How would we make it work?
Oh, yay. I have it all planned.
Yeah. How would you make it work? That's when Arrows comes in.
Correct. There's still.
Leave it to me, Katie. This is what I do best.
You will call me HEKA-TEA.
You need a pet name. Katie's so cute. I love it.
You will call me HEKA-TEA.
Oh, okay. One of these days I will find one that's like.
Can we focus on Corey? I would like it better if I could see a more certain outcome. Everything around this is uncertain. And something needs to be done. Seems to me you already started it off with that rose.
Maybe I will just push her towards love.
We are offering her a chance to change.
Well, you put your limitations on my unbridled expansion, then a Narcissus will serve us. If she chooses to change, she will pick the Narcissus. This plan is even better with your input, HEKA-TEA.
Aphrodite, this is going to change everything in the universe. It will almost assuredly have consequences much beyond what you can imagine.
Alright, now that she's gone, you gonna fill me in on your plan?
It's simple. You just need to make Hades all good.
That's impossible. Hades never comes up here. Wait, you want me to go to the underworld? No, I'm not going to the underworld. There's no love in the underworld.
My dear folks, I love my heart, my will, my right hand.
Okay. No, you go. And I'm gonna go. Yes,
Go!
absolutely.
Take your flashing arrows, which never fail, and fire them straightly into the heart of that dark god.
To whom our triple empire came?
Oh, I'm going to fight you until tomorrow.
Yeah.
So just
To whom our triple
to the
empire
last
came?
of our triple empire game? My dear, your power sways the will of Zeus, the gods of the sea, and even those who rule them. Okay.
This is where you do your spell.
Okay.
I want him. He's looking at you and you go, why not increase my empire and yours?
You'll have your
1/3 of the whole, some kind of magic.
I want you to work.
Okay.
1/3.
I would like you to cast it on your mirror.
Okay.
Your mirror is where all your magic
Right.
comes from, just like HEKA-TEA.
Okay.
So, what I would like, if I may,
By all means.
Okay. It's on
So-
the mirror.
because I want to work through this again too, because I want for you to keep trying after me and trying to convince me, and you're trying to be a good friend. But when we get to the part where you say, "Why spare the lands of Tartarus alone?" I'm going to walk away from
Okay,
you all the way across stage.
and that's my cue. Why not increase?
You call after me then. Why not increase my empire and yours? And I'm like, I don't care. And you go,
Okay. So that was the part.
1/3 of the whole world will be your prize, and I'll go. And I'll make it that
Okay.
your spell has been cast, and I'll turn and look back at you, and that's when you start being like,
Okay.
Then you get all seductive and lure him in.
Okay.
You're less persuasive and more seductive.
Okay.
and I've closed my thing because I got all crazy.
That's okay. Tartarus alone. Why not increase my empire and yours? Why not increase my empire and yours? And you're over there.
Let's start the whole thing.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
right
So
here.
I'm over here. My dear, my arrows, my life, my heart, my will, and my right hand.
Go! And I'm gonna go.
Go!
Yes.
Take your flashing arrow. Oh, you're going to say
It doesn't matter.
Go! Take your flashing arrows, which never fail, and fire them straightly into the heart of that dark god, to whom the last part of our triple empire came. My dear, your power sways the will of Zeus, gods of the sea, and even he who rules them. Why spare the lands of Tartarus alone? Why not increase my empire and yours? 1/3 of the whole world shall be your prize. In heaven, we have lost prestige. With loss comes the failure of love itself. Surely you know Artemis and even Athena
Okay,
are
stop.
aligned against me.
You need, before you say surely Athena, I want you to look and notice that it's working. He's coming at
The
you.
chess piece.
Yeah, he is coming at you, so your spell is working.
Right.
So,
So
So I'm
you're
looking at-
encouraged, and then you press on.
now use
Okay.
White Lady Tears.
Okay.
You heard me use White Lady Tears.
Yes.
And then when that,
Uh-huh.
and then come back and after you do that part, you go, if we allow her, right, you're laying it on thick.
1/3 of the whole world shall be your prize. In heaven, we have lost prestige. And with the loss of the failure of love itself, surely you know Artemis, even Athena, are aligned against me. If we allow her, Demeter's daughter will remain a virgin until she dies. For even now, her moms are the deities. Oh, if you respect the kingdom you share,
Now, this is marry me.
marry the youthful goddess to her uncle.
I would say that, you were going to get a chance to be in community with other pagans. And that is a very, very rare thing. And they're all going to be on the same journey, whether they've been there a dozen times or whether it's also their first time. So a little bit of having a social battery going in is going to be really good. I also see that people with lower social batteries going in, like they will get the energy from the space as well. So kind of knowing where you're at in your personal life, being open to some of those more subtle messages and getting excited about being in community with folks that, you've either haven't seen in a long time or you're just getting to know for the first time, because there are bonds that are forged at this experience that will last a lifetime.
Mother, you had to be able to learn the whole world.
Oh, I am irresistible.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. So there's just a couple of things in there. Like, okay, so when you're take your
That was good.
so it's take your flashing arrows, which never fail.
Okay.
Alright, where my Lord, my hand, my love, my will, and my right hand.
Okay.
Good.
And I'm gonna be watching
So
this
more
recording over again.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
And then you notice I'm just leaving. You go, and take your flashing arrows that never fail.
right. So work
Okay.
on those palms
And
I
you
will.
become over
Okay.
and make them
Yeah, let's do it.
make them make sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I love
Because
it.
it'll be easy
I
if
love
they
it.
make sense.
I love it. That's good.
So
It's gonna
then,
be good.
so Aphrodite spoke.
Oh, okay.
No, you're good.
Okay.
I'm irresistible.
away?
Next is met Naira.
Okay.
And then both of y'all exit.
Oh,
Oh,
she's
and
stupid. Gotcha.
Oh, the priest!
Oh, that's gonna be good.
Eros goes to the underworld stage. Hides behind the rocks.
So Aphrodite spoke.
Oh, that's good.
And at her mother's word, Eros unlocked his quiver, and from 1,000 arrows took one, the keenest and best fit, to his bow.
Then aiming from his knee, he sprung the shaft that pierced the center of death.
Just be open and know that everything that you need to know, you will know, and that it'll be life-changing. Where you are today, all the information that you need to know for the next step will be given to you one step at a time, and it'll make perfect sense.
That Naira doesn't need to be up on
That
stage.
shines on me.
I have a lot.
I sang it.
Someone I love.